Down there is where a huge meteor was hitting 66 million years ago onto the ground. It is very likely that this elevation we are standing on right now, the Sierrita de Ticul, formed because of this impact. It's all flat land over here, all flat land over there, but for 80 kilometers, Sierrita de Ticul goes like a snake-like land bridge down this way, and it goes all the way to Chichen Canap Lagoon. Now, this elevation of the Sierrita, interesting part is it's also a geological fracture. It goes deep into the ground. Is it possible that this fracture moves water to the Gulf of Mexico, but at a certain point also to the Caribbean Sea? Here we are on one of the highest places of the Yucatan Peninsula. We're 200 meters above sea level on the Sierrita de Ticul. You see some of the elevation right back here, but we are on top already. And in between those hills, you have those valleys. And all those valleys, look at them, they're completely flat like a water surface. And actually, the water surface is what formed these flat valleys. Water is rising up and settling down again very slow. It drains through a lot of little holes in the limestone below this very thick clay we have on top here. So by settling down, floating up, settling down, it makes this perfect flat layer here. In the geological world, this is called polye, but we have another geological phenomena in this area here called suchis, and we're gonna make a whole nother video for that and explain what that will be. Here we are at the Valle del Sur, a huge valley on top of Sierrita de Ticul, 25 kilometers long, 8 kilometers wide, and it flooded higher than this post, 12 meters deep. That's 2,400 megaliter of water, which was standing in this valley for a few days, and then suddenly the water drained. In 3 days, 3 nights, there was no more water, all dry. But very curious, 44 kilometers from here, Chichen Canap Lagoon was rising for 3 meters. Why is that? Sierrita de Ticul comes very nicely defined to here, to Chichen Canap Lagoon. Chichen Canap is Mayan and means the little ocean, the little sea. To me, it isn't a lagoon, it isn't the sea neither. To me, it's a short piece of river. It appears down here, and 26 kilometers over there, it disappears again. What we noticed and realized already, there is a mild current going to the north the whole time. So it's not stagnant, it's moving, but it disappears somewhere. So, is this another fracture? Another interesting point, from here on, Sierrita de Ticul isn't that nicely defined anymore. It goes in its way to the south. The fracture isn't that clearly defined anymore. It is more like a river delta. It opens up, it goes back together, it goes apart again, till it disappears again in Sian Ka'an Biosphere Reserve. And some other very interesting facts about Chichen Canap Lagoon. There is stromatolites in here. Stromatolites like in Bacalar or in Lagoa Salgada or at the Great Barrier Reef, but always places where you have an elevated salinity. Do we have that here too? And another even more interesting, like crazy fact, a living hammerhead shark has appeared inside this lagoon. There's no waterways coming to this lagoon, no surface waterways. The closest distance as a crow flies is 108 kilometers to the ocean. How did this hammerhead get here? In my opinion, the only thing which makes a little sense would be it came underground. But about that, we're gonna make another video for you explaining that whole phenomena which has happened. Join us on this journey when we discover the last treasures of the peninsula of the Yucatan.